Okay, let's do a test. See if it's working now. Apologies for the bit of a delay. My painter made a bit of a mess in the bathroom, and yeah, let's just say my bathroom's out of commission for a little while. So, let us, this is the one game where I can actually turn the music on, and everyone can enjoy it. Alright, let's see here. Okay, got that working, chat's on, my BRB sign is off. I think we are ready to go. I just have to post on my Twitter that I'm live again, and that should be it. Hey, so just give me a quick moment. Live streaming Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. And here we go. Whoop. What the heck's going on? Apparently it didn't copy the link. There we go. Now it should. Very good. Alright. Okay. So, everything is good to go here, hopefully. Let's do a quick test just to make sure. Of course, again, the live chat does not want to update unless whatever. So I'm gonna have to pay close attention to the actual chat as opposed to the windowed version, which has an issue. So we're in Garlemald, everybody. This is going to be pretty exciting. So with this, we are going to be where are we going? Where's my map? There's my map. All right, so we gotta go over here, making sure all of my things are good. Awesome. All right. Let us begin, everybody. Wait. Too far. Went way too far. tracks in the snow. And a manolin is, as usual, milling about aimlessly. Oh, what ho, chums! Been given something to do, have you? As it happens, I too have been ordered to make myself useful. Sounds like a rather tall order. Oh, the twins are there. I'll zoom in a little bit. Since you ask, we're to scour the Ablin Rime for survivors. What? Wander around ice fields on the off chance you'll find someone? You'd take forever to finish the job without the benefit of my expertise, or more specifically my telescope. Come, friends, I know just the spot to begin our search. I'll probably regret this, but we may as well humor him. My thoughts exactly. So, we are going to go and do that then. Hold on, one quick second. Whoop. That's better. Sorry about that. Okay. Oh, right. You can't run and mount in this game. So this is my mount. It's a little peacock. And here we go. I bet you that thing's gonna attack me if I get too close. Get up there. Where are you guys? You're down there. Okay. We're gonna head down here. We're gonna get this. I'm just making sure that you guys can hear the game. Can you guys hear the game and hear me? A massive sheep thing? Or maybe it's a cow. Not what we're after either way. Other than that, it's all snow, snow, snow. But lo, what do I see over there? There's no mistaking it. That's a girl! A survivor? Show me. Over there, behind that tree. It looks like she's running away from something. Surely not us. She wouldn't even know we're here unless she had a telescope like mine. All I can tell is that she's wearing pale green dress, a rather fetching one at that. Friggin' guy. She'll be long gone by the time we get anywhere near, but we should be able to follow her footprints. I'll let Lucia know where you're heading. Oh, and take these warming tinctures with you. The poor girl must be chilled to the bone, if not on the verge of freezing to death. That's actually very thoughtful, thank you. Well, don't you need some for yourself? No, it'll be fine. As a man of chivalry, my honor demands I do no less. And lest we forget, the very reason we are here is to protect those in need. Now go, and Godspeed. Alright then, let's go. Just making sure that the microphone in game is not muted. Okay, good. Alright, so we are supposed to follow. Oh, big elephant. Big. I don't know what that is. It's an overbus. A big furry creature. That's what that is. A trail of fresh footprints lead east. Ah, interesting. Alright. I guess that's where we're going. Oh. Got a whole bunch of like crazy things around here. Alright, here we go. The footprints appeared to be the same as those you saw previously, and they head towards the building. Where the twins already are. It's like, oh, gee, thanks for telling me where this was. Appreciate it. We're getting closer, I'm sure of it. At first I thought she'd gone inside the building, but the door doesn't look like to have been opened in some time. She might still be nearby, so we'll keep looking around here. Then again, it's also possible that she ran right past this place. Would you mind searching up ahead? Alright then. Let's go to our destination. I might have to turn my fan on. It's getting hot in here, I guess. If you hear it blowing into the microphone, just let me know. I'll turn it away from me. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to put my mouse cursor in the way. The girl in the green dress anxiously surveys her surroundings. Were you to call out from this distance, it might attract wild beasts to your location. Might be safer to get closer first, but you must do so without drawing her attention. Ah, it's one of those events. Alright then. Follow the girl from a safe distance. The objective will end in failure if you are noticed. Make use of cover, such as rocks, to approach her without being seen. Similarly, the objective will also end in failure if you fall too far behind. Should you fail to complete the objective, you may try again by returning to the designated location. Alright. Oh, she's really motoring. Oop. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh, she actually turns around and looks at you. Alright. Turn around. Let's go by this tree here. Oh. I almost started moving. Just be imagining things. Oh, she's really motoring. Okay. Well, I might have to actually sprint. Whoa! She's like right there. She's turned around again. If those beasts spot me, I'm done for. She makes me burn up my, Oh, crap. There's a monster there. Oh. Whoa! Gotta keep going. They're all depending on me. Apparently there's... Whoa! Oh! Oh, she keeps turning around. This is it. The final spurt. Alright, if this is the final one... I'm gonna stick to this tree though. Ah, here we are. We did it. We did it. Good stuff. Oh, still in one piece. Boop, boop, boop. It's like, hello. Who are you? Oh, she's even got the Garlean eye. Stay back. This house is packed with explosives. Take another step and I'll blow this place sky high. Please, we just want to talk. I'm Alphino, and this is my sister Alize, and our good friend Chronosphere. We have no intention of hurting or taking anything from you or anyone else. I give you my word. We and our comrades have come to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. Aid? You savages are the ones responsible for all this. You did this to us. We didn't, I promise you. One of the other reasons we came was to find out what happened here, in fact. The Torloferoi are the ones to blame. They're the ones who laid waste to Garlemald, and they won't stop till they destroyed the entire world. They're the enemy. Our enemy. On our way, we encountered Imperial soldiers who had been made their thralls. Those poor souls are now in our care, and we're striving to cure them of their affliction. You're the first person we've met who hasn't been already enslaved. How were you able to escape the Torloferoi's influence? Are there any others like you? I'm sorry, I don't mean to overwhelm you. Let's start with introductions. Can you tell me your name? My name's Lysenia. As for how I've managed to stay, I've been asking myself the same question ever since that night and the roar, that terrible roar, and then the screams. I was screaming too, I think. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Then came the silence. Everything was still. It was like waking up from a nightmare. I thought that maybe the fighting had stopped, so I stepped outside. If your hells are real, I saw one that day. I ran past friends, people I've known all my life, eyes vacant, dead, staring at me. Others were mad and violent. I saw them struggle with soldiers, but didn't stay to watch. I fled as far as my legs could take me. Do you have family here? Is this their home? No, this is Victor Spoils, a mansion for retired soldiers. Or it was, but now me and a few others are, I guess, living here. As for the explosives, I was making that up. I was just wanted everyone else safe. I didn't know if you were. The truth is, our supplies are running low. You said you're here to help. Can you? Of course, whatever assistance we can provide, we will. Thank you. I'd better tell the others first, though. Wait here. This is everyone. Lysenia says you could be trusted, but these are desperate times. We'd be fools to let foreign troops into our home. Having said that, were you to provide us with means of heating the place as a sign of goodwill, perhaps we could take you at your word? If that is too much to ask, then please leave us be. Time to put my firewood gathering skills to use. Would you provide the spark with a little magic, Alize? We'll have a fire burning in no time. May we build it under the gazebo? The what? Oh, you mean the bower. Yes, do as you will. Good stuff, so we're on the right track then. I wonder why she's grumping a bit. Hey, tracks in the snow. Complete! Quest complete! How the mighty are fallen. Licinia's inner turmoil is writ plain on her face. Sorry, I'm still finding it hard to come to terms with all that's happened. Now that you're here, though, I'm hoping things might change for the better. You know, I've worked up quite a sweat from all that running about, so I'll leave space around the fire for the others. As you can tell, they're in far more worse state than me. We are planning to look for somewhere warmer or with more food, but they are not going anywhere until we nurse them back to health, which I don't know how to do. Is there anything you could do to help them? I don't know. Maybe. Let's go and have a look. Well, they got a radio. Interesting. Is it powered by a crystal? I'm gonna remove the map for a minute. How do I remove the UI again? Nope, that's not it. Control Z? No. Oh, I think it's scroll lock. Okay, there we go. I play too many RPG games. Give me a break. Yeah, it's powered by a crystal. Interesting. I can treat their frostbite and their wounds, but it will take time for the fire to do its work. Now would be a good occasion to make use of Amandaline's tinctures, the ones that can warm the body from the inside out. Would you make sure everyone gets one? The numbness is beginning to subside, though I suspect once the fire dies it will return with vengeance. Warming tincture, being gifts from the notoriously unreliable Amandaline, it is highly doubtful this concoction will have the intended effect. If only there were willing and, more importantly, unwilling volunteers on whom to test it. That gives me a lot of confidence. A warming tincture? I've never heard of such a thing. No harm in trying. But tell me, have you heard aught of the city? Though calling as it seems absurd after what's happened, it's nothing but ruins now. The few buildings still standing offer no more than meager protection from wind and snow. Food production, water purification, the magic tech that sustained us has come to a grinding halt. What machina that remains operational cannot be run for lack of ceruleum. Of course, Cerulia Engines is full of the stuff for all of the good it does us. No one here knows the first thing about extraction or refinement. Interesting. All is well. Yes, never better. Take one anyway. Oh, what sweet liberation, or libation, is this liberation? Is it poison by any chance? It was a joke. If I laughed, 'tis I may not weep, so said the poet. And alas, my tears would freeze on my cheek ere they fall. We are the blessed damned, to bear witness to the fall of the great empire, whilst our brethren lie dead, or live on as puppets of flesh. First came the war, then came the roar. When morning came, Garlemald was no more. In a cacophony of gunfire, explosions, and screams was our beloved capital razed to the ground. From the rubble rose the disheveled remnants, their lavish finery caked in ash as they shuffled mindlessly towards the palace, each bearing a fragment of stone or metal, an offering perhaps to the architect of our destruction. A hopeful few tried to reason with the deranged, only to be beaten for their kindness. But I knew better than to plead with the horde. I fled with my health, if not my conscience preserved. Now I wait with my fellow cowards for our final judgment. Damn. They are like the epitome of desperation. Like, what they need most is a decent meal. We've food back at the camp, but there's the distance to consider. If there's something that could be said for Lord Emmanuel, he's not one to leave others at the mercy of the cold. Of course, being a man of Kurthus, I'm sure he is more aware than most of its dangers, but I sense that is not the only reason. Ever since the warm welcome we received at Camp Dragonhead, the hospitality he and his brothers have afforded us has been nothing short of exemplary. Perhaps they aspire to live up to the example set by Lord Edmund. What do you want? Take this tincture. A tincture? May as well drink it, I suppose. This? It's a radio. You don't have them where you come from, I take it? We use them to listen to messages sent by others, even over great distances. There are different types, but this model is by far the most popular. Made with quality components crafted with the finest ore, sourced from Locus Amonis, that is. Not all that useful since the capital fell into ruin. The people at the broadcasting station must have either fled or ended up like all the others, because all we've been hearing is the same music being played over and over again. Home Beyond the Horizon, an ode to the brave men and women sent to reclaim our ancestral homeland of Locus Amonis. Interesting. We may have founded an empire in these frozen wastes, but we always hoped to take back what was once ours. 'Tis a solemn reminder that though we must suffer great hardship, better days will surely come. Despite everything, I believe that Emperor Varus still lives, and that he speaks to us through our radios. It was a cunning strategy, faking his murder. He must have foreseen this catastrophe and chosen to conceal himself, that he may one day make his triumphant return. Yes, I'm sure of it. Emperor Varus would not be defeated so easily. That's a pause for thought. Interesting. So they think Varus is still alive. Makes sense, though, if... Huh. That's very interesting. What's that? Oh, warming tincture. So this is what you gave the others? Thank you. I'll save it for later. Actually, I have a few things to ask you. Are you part of the group staying in Laterum? I saw Legatus Virgilia's troops heading towards the Magna Glacius a few days ago. Are they the ones you encountered? Camp Broken Glass, you call it. And Virgilia and her men are all there now. So how did you reach the Magna Glacius? Did you cross the mountains on foot? Airships. And there might be a way to... Licinia? Where is everyone? Is something the matter? Got someone in there. A voice from inside, you say? You must be imagining things. Everyone's out here. Perhaps a baby Amnesty has found its way into the house. It wouldn't be the first time. Without soldiers to scare them off, wild animals have been roaming closer to the settlements. Some have been known to attack people too. I've had an idea. If you and yours are strong enough to defeat a Legatus, then surely a few beasts shouldn't pose a threat. If you have a mind to continue helping us, perhaps you could head to the other side of the lake. There's a small group of tappers living there. People whose job was to extract ceruleum. They still do, from what we can tell. I've already tried asking if they would share their fuel with us, but they're not willing to give it away. They want food in exchange. Lots of food. And that's something we don't have and can't get on our own. On top of that, To even reach their den, we have to make our way past all those creatures. Would you be willing to go in our place? We only need enough ceruleum to last until the others are strong enough to travel to your camp. If the offer still stands, that is. Oh, and I don't expect you to give up your own supplies, but there might be another way to pay the tappers. If it's ceruleum you need, then ceruleum you shall have. You'd best watch out for baby almisties while we're away. Yes! Yes, of course. If I see any, I'll be sure to shoo them away. To reach Tapper's Den, you'll have to cross the lake. The ice is thick enough to support a person's weight, but if you'd rather not take the risk, you'll need to take the long way around. Finding the entrance could be a bit tricky too, so it's easier to just look for someone standing guard outside. However, you decide to head there. Please be careful. Alright. Alright, let's I guess we have to go down here, down this way. Sorry about that. There we go. Oh, where am I going? Oh, okay. Alright, looks like, straight to that cave over there. Huh. It's probably so cold out here, my bird's feathers are freezing off. Bear bird. Bloop, 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 bloop. Ah, the burly tapper. Alright, here we go. Who goes there? How did you find us? What do you mean I stand out like a sore thumb? Huh, if the pure bloods over at Victor's Spoils hadn't given away our location, you'd never have found us. Those stuck-up arseholes thought they could come waltzing in here demanding ceruleum with nothing to offer in return. Ha! Looks like the boot's on the other foot now the capital's gone to shite. So they've resorted to sending you to negotiate. I know your game sells, Sword. If they think they could give in to intimidation, they've got another thing coming. Wow! Hello! Ah, no! There you are. Just after you left, Lasinia asked me to go and catch up with you in case you needed a hand. Someone must have let slip that I have a little experience in transporting barrels of ceruleum. So this is Tapper's Den. Well then, after you. Who are you? What happened to the guards? Eorzeans and rebels here to save the people of Garlemald? That doesn't make any god's damn sense! Why in the hells would you pass up this chance to put those Imperial bastards to the sword? Let me guess, none of you are Garlean? You were brought here from other lands? Girabonia, Yanxia, Bolja, Dalmasca, to name but a few. Some dragged here against our will, others fed bollocks and about a better life, all put to work extracting ceruleum. All given the esteemed title of On, placing us firmly on the bottom rung of the ladder. But the old hierarchy means nothing in the new Garlemald, says we. About the only thing that escaped more or less unscathed is Cerulia Ingens. Ingens or Ingens? I'm pretty sure I'm saying it wrong. Still sustaining us even with our paymasters out of the picture. We hear you're experts in drawing up ceruleum from the bottom of the lake, but how can you do that if it's frozen over? Ha! Wouldn't you like to know? Trade secrets, I'm afraid. At any rate, it's not as if ceruleum is used for much these days, what with the city in ruins. We take enough to power our heaters and save the surplus for later. And though it helps stave off the cold, it does sod all about our hunger unless we trade it away. Speaking of which, be sure to tell your contingent we've got ceruleum by the barrelful. If they're interested, we'll exchange it for whatever provisions they're willing to spare. We can certainly ask, but if you're all free to go now, why carry on living here? Free to go? Go where? Even if we manage to get back to our homelands, there'd be nothing left for us thanks to the Empire. And the knowledge and skills we acquired working here would be practically useless outside of Garlemald. So we're staying for the time being. Long as there's a need for ceruleum, we'll find a way to get by, even if Garlemald as we know it is gone for good. So these guys are living on some like really dark times here. This is like war-ravaged country. Gone for good. Regardless of what the Elsbar contingent does for the people of Garlemald, the Empire itself is already a thing of the past. For many, that could be a cause for celebration, but for others, their whole way of life has been turned upside down. After all the atrocities committed in the Empire's name, perhaps it's for the best that it is consigned to history. But what of the ordinary people, their lives, their stories? Should they be forgotten too? I suppose there's plenty of time to ponder that later. For now, let's see about getting some ceruleum. And I have leveled up to level 84 at the end of the trail. Jarek is amenable to making a deal. So you've come seeking ceruleum, have you? What? Those purebloods up at Victor's Spoils sent you? To turn to their enemies for help, they must be more desperate than I thought. Then again, Licinia's got her little sister to think about. A sister? But we only saw Licinia and 3 men. It's possible she died from whatever's ailing her. If she needed treatment, I doubt there'd be any way to get it around here. I may have refused Licinia at first, thinking she'd come back with something to exchange, but I could spare them a bottle's worth of ceruleum. Consider it a reward for introducing me to the rest of your contingent. Be sure to send them our way, you hear? A bottle of it is better than nothing. They can heat a lamp for a day or something. Can't for the life of me think why Licinia would keep her sister a secret from us. But we can ask about that after we've delivered this ceruleum. Come on, let's hurry back. Alright. Well, she's probably just trying to protect her. I mean, after all, we did just literally come right from out of the blue. And up we go. Jeez, that tower looks menacing, you guys. This isn't right. It's too quiet. I would have thought Alpha No would be treating them by the fire, but they're nowhere to be seen. I'll look inside the house while you search outside. They can't have gone far. Alright. Well, the radio's gone too. Everything's gone. Oh. What the? They asked me to help carry supplies, but when I followed them back here, they attacked me. Caught me off guard, forced me to defend myself. I fear they fared rather worse than me. You can't fool us. We know what you're about. Vultures, that's what you are. Waiting in the wings for us to show weakness, then in you swoop. Here to help, what rot? All a ploy to make us lower our guard. Let you in, put ourselves at your mercy, put us in chains, steal our lands, get your revenge. You're wrong. It's not what any of us want. Save the arguments for later. We've got bigger problems. I found empty medicine bottles and a bed that was still warm. It's true. Messina was hiding her sick sister inside the house. But now there's no sign of either of them. Where are they? Where did they go? Away from you and yours, and if you think I'll tell you, you're a fool. I'd never give up my people. We're trying to help them, you idiot! Her sister's ill. The empty bottles prove it. So the medicine ran out, or she put it in her pockets to make it easier to carry, or to avoid the sound of clinking glass. There were beasts everywhere. How could you let them go alone? To protect them from you. I knew it! I knew this was going to happen. I said in the last live stream as we were getting ready to come here that it was not going to go the way that we thought it was going to go. You invade our homeland, taint it with the same sorcery used to slay our countrymen. Our Garlean should sooner die than suffer the insult. Better for them to flee, keep their purity intact, than be corrupted by your vile magics. We were waiting for a chance to free them since the moment you arrived. This is getting us nowhere. I cannot say how Lysina and her sister will react when we find them, but find them we must. Go on without me, both of you. I need to tend to my injuries and theirs. I will join you in the search after. All right, be careful. We will do our best to find them quickly. There's only one path out of here, so that's where we'll start. So, this is what I thought was actually going to happen in this country. They've been so heavily indoctrinated about how we are the enemy, and it got hammered home so intensely that no matter how much we are here to try and help, they see it as us trying to exploit them, and once they've lowered their guard, that we would wipe them out. Much the same as when the Empire invaded us, we went into like full-on defense mode and stopped the Empire's advancements, and then we pushed forward. Now that we're in their territory, we're seeing it from their eyes. We're the invaders. We're coming in, and although we're trying to offer a hand in peace, they've seen war for so long that the thought of a peaceful friendship between the two nations is completely bonkers. 2 sets of fresh footprints. Young women judging by the size. This is definitely them. Come on. Right. Whoa. The trail stops at the frozen lake. Perhaps they chose this route as not to leave footprints. I can't think of any other reason. Look at this place. It's crawling with beasts. And I can only imagine how hard it must be for her ailing sister to cross the ice. We could really do with Alphino's help, but we can't afford to wait for him. Let's split up and look for clues. Oh, this is a wide area. Where to begin? Is there any... I'm not seeing any kind of glowy... Oh, there's something. So those are the Almisties, the big, huge ones, but... Alright. Wet paper, half buried in the snow, appears to be a flyer or a theater group, though the run of shows advertised has long since ended. Okay, so it's not that. Not there. Whoa. Oh, I see something over here. I don't see anything on the other side. Uh-oh. Oh dear. The blood staining the snow appears to be fresh. Judging by the amount, the victim may have been severely wounded. The trail of blood leads southeastward. Southeastward, alright. Alright, we're gonna go this way then. Oh well, damn it. Just damn it. Fools. Just damned fools. The 2 bodies are already cold. They're long dead. Is that song playing again?
blood trail. We found one. They were attacked.
Yeah, they're gone. Yeah, they are long gone.
No. Why wouldn't they?
Safer to brave the wilds than trust in our magic.
Yeah. They're Garleans.
We should have... I should have... We can't leave them like this. We have to take them home.
Yeah.
What if we're only making it worse?
Maybe we don't belong here, but neither do they. Not out here in the wind and the cold.
Respecting your enemy. Even though they weren't our enemy.
I heard the story about Varus's voice from beyond the grave. Of course, I didn't believe it, but Licinia and her sister did. Perhaps there is something to the tale after all. I want to understand. So I'm going to borrow this for a while, if that's all right. You had every reason not to trust us. We came as trespassers, invaders. But I pray that in time, we will be more than that to you. That we will find a way to help your loved ones. And see that no more children are left to freeze alone in the snow.
Yeah. There must have been something we could have done. But what? Should we never have come here? Would they still be alive if we hadn't? We've already caused enough harm here. Let us return to the camp before we cause any more. As for those inside the house, we should send someone to take care of them. Someone who isn't us. All we could do for now is to make our report to Lucia and do everything in our power to prevent further tragedy. So let us linger here no more. Come. Yeah. Yep. I knew this was not going to go very well. So that's with the population. I wonder how the military is going to see us then. Alize and Alphino tell me they finished their preliminary search for survivors, but refrain from saying much more than that. Clearly, they are reluctant to provide details. Might I ask for your account? Yeah.
Thank you for your report. We shall inform the troops of these developments and instruct them to proceed with the utmost caution should they encounter any survivors.
Yeah.
Allow me to go and speak with the ones at the victor's spoils. They may be more willing to listen to a fellow Garlean and accept our offer of assistance.
I pray you are right. And though I am loath to burden you any further, should there be an appropriate occasion to speak of Licinia and her sister, please do so.
Yeah.
I am sorry to have put you through this.
My distress is nothing compared to their suffering. So tell me, what else have we learned?
As you may have already heard, we have succeeded in curing the members of the Popularis, Maxima identified. They have provided us with some intriguing insights into the current state of Garlemald.
It's not good, is it?
The assassination of Emperor Varus was the catalyst for the civil war. Nerva declared his claim to the throne, and his opponents refused to recognize it. Fighting broke out in the capital, where Nerva's 3rd Legion clashed with the 1st, who remained loyal to Varus even after his death.
Of course, even Imperial warmongers would balk at the idea of turning their shining city into a battleground. Like burning down the wood to spite the wasps. Neither side would be so mad. Unless something or someone inflamed their animosity to such an extent that they could not help but act against their better judgment.
It brings to mind events of the Gimlet Dark, does it not?
Yeah,
the
it
Emperor's
does.
sudden withdrawal from the front lines, specifically. Nerva and his father, Titus, Varus's then political rival, took advantage of rumors that Crown Prince Xenos had been possessed by a demon.
Uh-oh.
Elidibus, what better way to disparage your enemies than with the truth, or a close enough approximation?
Indeed. But before their accusations could be substantiated, many of Titus's followers were silenced.
Huh.
While some were merely stripped of their status, others died under curious circumstances. One after another, suddenly and suspiciously.
Again, Elidibus. Like as not, he had a hand in it. No evidence was found to implicate Varus, certainly. Nevertheless, Titus, Nerva, and the 3rd Legion would have judged it a brazen attempt by the Emperor to rid himself of his political enemies.
Jeez.
And then, in the midst of this growing turmoil, Varus Sosgalvis is murdered. And Garlemald's own prodigal son, Gaius van Belsar, is named the murderer. Shortly thereafter, Nerva claims the right of succession, and in response, the 1st Legion claims the assassination was part of a coup d'etat orchestrated by Titus and Nerva.
So no one is at fault, and everyone else is to blame.
Jeez.
I should add that both parties received substantial financial backing, presumably to provide them with the means and encouragement to pursue a swift victory, and that these contributions came from the self-same benefactor.
Has to be Fandaniel.
I'd heard House Brutus had been filling the 3rd Legion's coffers, but the 1st as well.
It would seem so. Though the Popularis determined that the 1st Legion received funds from a variety of organizations, all had connections to House Brutus.
Yeah.
So Fandaniel, in the guise of Asahi, was playing both sides against each other the entire time.
Yep. Oh boy.
The information we gained from my friends does not end there. One night, shortly after fighting broke out, the capital was shaken by an immense tremor. From that point onward, they have no memories, no recollection of any events, including our clash on the Magna Glaciers. But when asked about the Imperial Palace and its bizarre transformation, they somehow recall Emperor Varus giving them orders in their dreams. May the Tower of Babel stand as testament to the glory of Garlemald.
So... they're...
This sounds awfully familiar.
yeah...
We have something to show you all.
Alright.
Varys spoke to them through this radio. Perhaps it was a recording, but if not, that would be inexplicable.
We are of one mind, then.
Yeah...
The ether that permeates the ore used in this device is almost identical to that of the talismans.
I see it. While it is likely more by coincidence than design, these devices might also ward against a primal's influence. A picture is beginning to form. If the tremor felt throughout Garlemald was a wave of ether emitted by a primal, then while those within range would have been tempered, those huddled around a radio desperate for news concerning the Civil War would have been spared.
No wonder Licinia kept it close.
Coincidence? Just like sheer coincidence?
My friends, I must speak with you. A young man was caught trying to steal our supplies. He is a soldier of the Iron Men, we think, but one who has not been made thrall. Thankfully, Magni restrained him before blood was spilled. The stranger is outside, if you wish to ask him questions.
Good stuff.
I think we do.
Oh yeah. Get talking, buddy. We need to know some things.
Who do we have here?
Garleans? Traitors to your homeland! Have you no shame?
Uh-oh.
I am Lucia Junius, a temple knight of Ishgard. And you are?
Oh!
Iulus Pier Norbanus. And that's all you invaders will get from me.
We are not here to invade Garlemald. Far from it. Like you, our allies in Eorzea and the Far East fight in defense of their lives and their loved ones even as we speak. But it is the people of Garlemald who have suffered most. This we know. And that is why we have come to offer you our aid, that we may unite against our common foe. Whether you believe me or not, those are the facts. Now, answer me this. Why would a proud soldier of the Empire be reduced to stealing? The situation must be dire indeed for you to go to such lengths.
Yes.
If it is supplies you seek, we would gladly share ours, or turn a blind eye while you leave with your spoils.
I will not negotiate. My commander will determine how to deal with you and yours. If you wish to treat with him, I will take you, but no more than 3.
Oh! Alright then.
I don't much like the sound of that. But if we do accept his proposal, I suggest the 2 of us and...
Please allow me and Alize to act as envoys.
May I ask why?
We have seen with our own eyes the hardships the Garleans face. How their futures and lives hang in the balance.
It's not the warmest invitation, but it's an opportunity to prove our intentions true. Maybe not a chance to make things right. but a chance to make them better.
Alright. What would your mother say if I let you go by yourselves? Yes!
I can see that persuading you otherwise is a lost cause, but you will proceed with the utmost care.
I'll watch over them.
Couple of children and what? A sellsword? Is this an insult?
Not in the least. You will find that they are more than qualified to speak on our behalf.
There are many dangers on the road ahead. I will need that back.
His gunblade. Good stuff. At least he's willing to compromise. Alright, let's do it then. You'll be received as invited guests, so I urge you to observe proper social etiquette and conduct yourselves accordingly. Your safe return takes precedence above all else. Remember this. Thancred, in particular, will be worried sick if you're gone too long. May the Fury watch over and keep you. Alright, let's do it. Are you and the children ready? I'll explain the route once we are outside your camp. If anyone tries to follow us, we will judge it as an act of hostility. We will not hesitate to take appropriate measures. I would expect nothing less. You have our full cooperation. Alright, here we go, you guys. Let's get moving. Up there he is. Evelyn Rhyme. Alright, this is far enough. Listen carefully. We head over that hill, then follow the road until we reach Liminal Station 4. Children in the lead. I want you where I can see you. We do have names, you know. I'm Alize, and he is Alphino. And last but not least, there's Coronasphere. Coronasphere? Where have I heard that name before? No matter. Alphino and Alize will watch the road ahead while we bring up the rear. I wasn't lying about there being many dangers, so you're to run, not saunter. Run towards the station. If you think about going for your weapon, the deal's off. Should any creatures bar the way, we go around them. Once you choose to depart, Julius will accompany you. Alphino and Alize will begin making their way towards the destination. Make your way to Liminal Station 4 without falling behind. If you leave Julius behind for any reason or lose sight of Alphino and Alize, you may try again by returning to the starting point. Ready to make a dash for the station? Alright, let's go. Over that hill, right? Yeah, we don't want to... This must be the road he mentioned. If we follow this, it should lead to the station. Not the easiest surface to run on. No, it isn't. I'm more wondering... We better not draw attention. I'm more or less worried about, like, how they're going to receive us when we get there. That's the station, I presume. It's going to go either one of two ways. Really bad, or they might see a little bit more reason because they're militarily minded. We can only We can only guess at this point. We'll figure it out though. Whoop! This is it. The first stop, that is. Good. Looks like your friends knew better than to follow us. Are these your headquarters? No, we're stopping here so I could check for pursuers. Since it appears you've kept your side of the bargain, we can carry on. Oh. Alright then. North of the station there's Regio de Morum, one of the main residential areas, or at least it was. The afflicted roam the streets in packs. They'll tear us to shreds if given the chance. Stay close, no wandering off. Understood? From here we'll be heading northeast, keeping to the left of the railway. While the route itself is straightforward, getting past the hordes unseen is anything but. Keep your weapons at the ready. They would attack their own countrymen? Aye, they spare their own but slaughter the rest without hesitation. Though we'll try to avoid detection, the chances of sneaking by completely unnoticed are slim at best. I'll lead the way, but in the event we are seen, you're to fight them off. Those two will follow us, provided they can refrain from drawing their weapons. While I doubt they would be foolish enough to stab their guide in the back, I'll not take that chance. With that said, let us proceed. This guy... I can understand why he's so crazy uptight. I really, really can. This is exactly what I've been telling you guys all throughout the live streams so far. Oh, here's a battle apparently. Of course, they're not going to help me, right? Why not? Yeah, why would you help me, guys? Alright, there you go. Good stuff. I can see why your comrades chose you. Julius, our continue has a cure for the affected, or temperate as we call them. Your people would need to be taken into custody that we may administer the treatment, but they would eventually regain their sanity. Is that so? Well, for all I know, your treatment would simply force them to forsake one master for another. As far as I and my legion are concerned, they are no longer our people. They're beyond saving. Those who thought differently and tried to reason with them were butchered for their bleeding hearts. Come, we have to keep moving. Alright. Okay, I think I see them over there. Up. They got trapped again. Alright, let's finish them off. Looks like we're not being followed. We will continue forward. Alright then. Oh, for Pete's sake. I meant what I said. These people only deserve death. I stayed my hand before only out of a desire to remain undiscovered, and that is still the higher priority. We should continue to avoid any unnecessary confrontations. Keep following the railway. Alright then. Alright then. Oh, wait, hold on. I think they're on this side of the hill. Yep, here they are. Alright then. Look at these frickin' things. The hell is going on? They're like grotesque walking freaks. How'd they get turned into that? That is craziness. Look at what they've become. Could you still stand there and claim that they can be cured? Those exposed to a vast quantity of our primal's ether may suffer severe corruption. Even with treatment, such victims are beyond salvation. Then you admit it. Now you have seen these monstrosities for yourself, perhaps you will think twice before speaking about a cure. Jeez. This country's just gone to hell in a handbasket. I mean, it's not even close. We're almost there. You've kept your side of the agreement, so I'll keep mine. This way. Oh. Underground station. This is Tertium. One of Garlemald's largest stations. It now serves as our headquarters. I've already sent the twins ahead. I'll be with you soon, so wait for me at the bottom of the stairs. Whoa. They have a radio down here. Interesting they use an aetherite as well, though. It's plain to see why they chose this as their base of operations. They could have done a lot worse. Even so, I imagine it's not the easiest place to live. Indeed, Endwalker was willing to make the perilous journey to Camp Broken Glass in search of food. Their own supplies must be all but exhausted. They may be shielded from the wind and snow, but it's still bitterly cold. Much like Victor's spoils, it must be a constant struggle to keep their people warm. Lower your voices, or you may be here as my guests. The others will not take kindly to your presence. My commander is in the locomotive, over there. Alright, you guys, moment of truth. We're gonna go find out if this guy is going to even give us the time of day. If not, then there's not really much else we can do, is there? There we go.
These are their chosen representatives.
Oh boy. Oh, my heart's starting to beat quickly.
Let us hear what they have to say.
Yes, sir. I present to you our commander, Lord Quintus Vankina, Legatus of the First Legion.
Oh boy.
The first? I had no idea you had survived.
If you call this surviving.
We lost our emperor, our city, more than half our troops. For my wounds, I may never take the field again. But we survived, aye. In a manner much to your liking, I dare say.
Here we go.
We have no intention of adding to your misfortunes, nor do we bear you any ill will.
Spare me. Though you children may speak in earnest, overtures of peace ever ring hollow in my ears. So long as man stands to profit from his neighbor's suffering, war is inevitable.
Yep. Unfortunately.
Driven from our ancestral homeland into this blasted waste. Yet still you yearned to rob us of our paltry scraps.
No, that's not
It was
true.
only with Magitech that you learned to keep your distance. Though we knew it was only a matter of time before you regrouped and returned. Conquest and empire were our only defenses. Emperors Solus and Varys understood this, and through their campaigns saw us grow and prosper. Much blood has been spilled in Garlemald's name, aye. But if it is a choice between yours and mine, then it is hardly a choice at all.
Yep, that's it. That's
I do
war.
not deny that a great many conflicts throughout history were driven by the desire or necessity to gain by another's loss. That is not why we are here. Nor have we come to petition your aid in the war with the Telophoroi, grave though that threat may be. Our purpose is simply this. We wish to help you. Let us help you. If there is aught that can be done to ease your plight, we would be glad to do it.
Perhaps you would. But regardless of the ideals you espouse, your leaders would not send an army into Garlemald if they did not stand to benefit. If we accept their aid, they will expect their efforts to be rewarded once the Telophoroi are no longer a threat. But after compensation and concessions, the great empire would be brought to heel. Her enemies rejoice at her downfall. Our third eye, a mark of shame.
We won't stand idly by and let your people be humiliated. And we're not alone in that. We only want to make a difference. To make this world of ours better. Surely you can understand that.
They're so embroiled in their...
What I'm trying to say is, There are so many people who just don't care about making you suffer. And maybe that's almost insulting after all the suffering you feel the world has subjected your people to, but believe it or not, that's the truth. And now we're here, and all we're asking is for you to tell us what you want, what you hope for.
It's...
So much blood has been shed, so much lost. All because of this endless war. Who wouldn't want to end it?
It's what happens when you go into a
Can we not
warring
work
country,
together
though.
to face our problems as one?
It's not as simple as that. It isn't.
Answer me this, young peacemakers. If a world without conflict is your desire, why reject the unity and prosperity of Garlemald? Is it because we do not share your faith? That we do not share your heritage? That our ideals and virtues differ? That we cherish and hold in the highest that which you do not? Disparity is the root of discord, and peace built on compromise is flawed and fleeting. Happiness for one and all is a dream, and the reality is that to the victor go the spoils.
This isn't going well.
That is why we Garleans will never submit nor surrender. For freedom and for pride, we will remain true to ourselves until the bitter end. That is my hope.
Yeah.
It seems there is nothing more to say on the matter.
It's just... I knew it. I knew it!
You will remain here while I decide what is to be done with you. Do not be alarmed. No harm will come to you if you cooperate.
We will not resist. However, as your guests, I ask that we be allowed to speak with the other members of your group.
As you wish. I had no intention of locking you up, as by dawn you would be frozen stiff and you're no good to me dead. You are free to move about the encampment, but there is one condition.
Oh, here we...
Collar them.
Oh! Oh no! Oh, I'm gonna flip soon. Koro's just gonna blast them.
Incentive. You'll be watched at all times. Stray too far or act suspiciously, and we will administer a rather painful shock. Stop. Keep away from that one. The champion of Eorzea is not so easily cowed.
Oh, he knows who I am. Oh, yep, they're all backing away now.
Even if she allowed herself to be collared, the shock would be no more than an itch. No. If she refuses to obey, we will activate the twins' restraints instead.
Oh, man! You piece of crap!
You needn't worry about us.
Oh. Oh.
We'll forget we're even wearing them soon enough.
It's not about that.
Even now, you still... Why go to such lengths? What is it all for?
Ooh. because even the most bitter adversary may one day see reason. On the cold as black as the night's meager as it may be, we must share the warmth of our fire. Yes. Yes. Yes! Aww. Yes!
You are a curious one. A far cry from the merciless barbarian others paint you to be. You will be their warden. Take them away.
Oh boy.
Yes, sir.
Oh boy. This isn't gonna go well. Oh boy. That is, yeah, that's, not good. I only have 45 minutes left until my Dungeons and Dragons game, and I still have to prepare for it. So I do believe I will leave it here for now. I will probably do a late night live stream tonight, maybe about 11 or 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if I do that, hopefully we can get the last bit done. So yeah, let's yeah, we'll do it that way. Alright guys, I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. I really appreciate it. For granting me your time, even if it is just for a few seconds, a few minutes, the whole time. Thank you very much. For Rosyla Streaming Network, I am Ashley LGR, and I will see you all